Hello and welcome. Greetings from Sharebility Uganda Limited. Today we are looking at the nursery school report system. We have come up with a simple report system that can be used to prepare report cards for kindergarten and nursery schools. These are some of the features that are in this report card, which we are going to show you how to generate. The report card, you can put your designs. This is just a sample up here. You can put different pictures that can appeal to the young children, and you can have the information of the learners, like the registration number, their classes, attendance, their names, and then you can have scores for each of the 5 learning areas. So there are 5 learning areas. These learning areas have been adopted from the ECD framework that can be obtained from the NCDC website. So there's this early learning framework from NCDC. If you visit this framework around page 17, you'll see the learning activities, the learning areas. So we have what we call taking care of myself, interacting with the environment, language development, mathematical concepts, and then relating with others. These are the 5 areas that NCDC outlined for in the early childhood development framework. But these learning areas, when they are being taught, a number of activities are used. For example, drawing. If you search, you'll find drawing. In many of these, you find that learners are drawing, they are talking, playing. There are very many activities inside here: singing, listening, telling news, listening to stories. So drawing, you see, but in the various learning areas, you can find several learning activities. So on our report card, we have put these learning activities as well, because we realized, we saw some of the nursery schools were making report cards mainly focusing on the learning activities. So they could have things like reading, writing, speaking, drawing, rhymes, music, toilet habits, health habits. So these ones here, some nursery schools were just basing on those. But other nursery schools are having the learning areas themselves, and learners examined or assessed based on the learning areas. So for me here on this report card, we have actually put both. So a school can decide to have both, or we can decide actually to remove one. For example, we can remove the learning activities and mainly focus on the learning areas. Or you can have remove the learning areas and focus on the learning activities. Or you can have both, the way you have had them here, so that a parent can know what a learner is faring in the learning activities and also in the entire learning areas. Yeah. So for each of the learning areas, we have graded them out of 10. So you can have a mark out of 50, but you can decide to grade them out of 100 and have a total out of 100 and get what the learner has scored. The position, some nursery schools don't want to position learners, while others still position, maybe because that's what parents want. So the provision for position is there, but it can be removed or left there as needed. And at the bottom here, there's an auto-generated comment from the teacher, but it can be customized to be manually entered by the teacher, and also the head teacher also. There is a provision for the teacher's comment, which can be actually written after the report cards are printed out, so that before stamping there is a handwritten comment as well. Yeah, so this report card here is how it is in the Sharebility report card, which is based on the ECD framework there. So when you buy this system, you will buy it and we shall send you this zipped file. It is just a few MBs, only around 5 MBs, which will be sent to your email. So what you'll do, you'll right click on it and you say extract. You click on where there is extract. It will ask you for a password. So you put in the password that we are going to give you when you when you buy the system. So when you extract, it is going to extract a folder here, which is going to come out of this zipped folder. This folder is the one which is going to have the files that you need to prepare your report cards. The main file is this one here, which is known as the data entry nursery sheet. There's also a folder for photos. If you have, you can put there some photos. For example, I have some photos here on my computer. If I want to put photos, you can take some photos for the learners. I have some photos here. Okay, so let me use this in addition to, so I can take some of these photos as still for some of our staff here at Sharebility, and I also have them there. So you can take the photos using a good phone or a camera and cut them for the learners, put them in that particular folder. This folder, you'll find it inside this particular place. The photos are optional. Then after that, you open the data entry sheet. The data entry sheet is going to open like this. So here you can be able to put there the name of the learner. For example, the registration number, you can put there the name of the learner. If this one here is Anita Nampela. Okay, so if this is the name of the name of the learner, the photo, what is there, you can remove. You right click and say link. You right click in the photo column and say link, and then you select the photo from the photos folder where I put them. So you can be able to right click and then say link, and then you go to inside the photos folder, and then inside the photos folder you can select, for example, let me select Anita here. So you can be able to select the photo there. That photo will be put on the report card. You can select the class, the stream, here the number of days you can put in. If the learner has been there for 56 days, it automatically adds for here the total number of days by adding the number of presents and then absent. So you can be able to put there your statistics. Then the blue columns here, you can leave them. These ones will automatically be filled by the scores after you have entered them the other side. The class teacher's comment, like I said, you can put a custom comment, or you can come down here and customize the general comment. These general comments are the ones which will automatically be put up there. So you can say if a learner is in this range, is at this level. If the learner is in this range, this is the comment that you want the learners. But that is just to make it simple for you in case you have many learners. But you can go ahead and put in a special comment for each learner based on their performance. But this comment, teacher's comment, can be put later after entering the scores. And also the teacher's comment can either be entered or left manually. Then we have here also something like a grading system, which can help us for the other comments where learners are going to be for the learning activities. These ones can be customized. So when you come to the learning activities, you'll find a column, a tab here with learning activities. You realize that Nampela Anita has come, the name which you have entered the other side, the names that automatically come. If you try to change from here, for example, if I try to put Peter here, the system will refuse, because it will tell you don't update from here, update these from the class teacher's sheet. So what you have to do is you leave that one unchanged. You can just change, if you want to change this one maybe to Peter, you have to go to class teacher's sheet and change from there. Now here you can change, select from the various options which are here. Fairly good, here you can select an Nampela in listening, good work, in reading, you can say excellent. You can be able to select, or you can decide to put there a custom comment. For example, under games, you can say very active. So you can put your own comment instead of selecting from the ones which are there. So you can choose from the options available, or you can type in your own comment for the learning activities for the learner. So you can look at Rose, how is she in music, how is she, so you select from the scale which is there. Okay, so that is one thing. Then after the learning activities, you can now look at the learning areas. The learning areas The first one is taking care of myself. So this one here, if you have given an assessment at the end of the term or beginning of term, you can put in the scores here out of 100. You can convert the marks out of 100, and then you put in here what the learner has achieved. So there is a provision of up to 4 assessments, but you can put 1 or 2, and it automatically gets the average mark. So for example, if I have 80 here, if I have 80 and I have 70, then the average will be 75, and this is going to be very good. So this is what happens for learning area 1, learning area 2. Here we have only 1 score, so still it will only consider 1 score and it will give an excellent here. So you can be able to enter the scores for each of the learning areas, the 5 learning areas. Yeah, we put in an extra learning area just in case a school has a special learning area. Maybe in addition to those in the ECD framework, you can be able to put your own learning area there and put their scores accordingly. Now there is a summary sheet. Summary sheet in case a school wants to print out just a mark sheet to see on one page, maybe to display on the notes board, to see how the learners, maybe in the staff meeting for discussion, they can have this mark sheet which can have all the learners summarized plus their performance. So after this is all really, it's a very simple one. Enter the class teacher, the names here, put comments on the activities, and then put in the scores in the learning activities here. Okay, so after that is done, you can be able to save and then you close. So after closing, you can now open this Nursery report system here. So when you click on this one, it is going to ask you to connect. Do you want to connect to external data? You say yes. It will ask you which one. Say try to connect to the data source. You click on continue, and then you go ahead and you go and look for, on the desktop, you look for the Nursery report system, select the data entry sheet that we have been editing. Be sure to select the right one, and the first sheet at the top there will be auto selected, and then from there you can be able to now be able to edit your report card. So here you realize that it is automatically going to bring Anita's photo here, and there is a design here. Automatically the scores that have been entered for Anita, even the comments, the remarks are automatically being put. The scores and then the remarks are being put on the report card, and even in the comments here on you see, very active. We typed this one ourselves. Yeah, so all these comments have automatically been relayed on the report card. So what do you have to do? One, you have to customize this report card. You can customize the content. You can change, for example, the date of issue. You can change when the next term is going to begin. You can type here. You can put here the school requirements if you want. You can change the name of the teacher here. You change the name of the teacher. You can change these photos if you have other good photos, maybe from the photos you have been using as a school. You have some photos for the learning activities. You can change, put there your own photos even for the learning activities and also for the learning areas. Okay, so after changing that content as you need, you can also change the general design of the report card. For example, maybe you don't want these other kids who are up here. Some of this information is on what called the master page. You click on view menu and click on master page. Okay, view menu, master page. You can be able to actually remove this if you want. You can remove all these kids. You can decide to design this in your own way. You can decide to design it maybe using a line, or you can put there flowers, or you can put there some other things that you may need. And you feel free to even change the colors and whatever you may need. So you can change the design of your report card the way you need it. Yeah. So okay. So here I'm getting, for example, this line, and then I'm copying it and I'm pasting it here. So I can be able to put there design of flowers or whatever I want. And so that will be, you see, it is going to be up there. I can decide to change the name of the school. So I can decide to put the badge here. I put there maybe the badge on the right, and I say, okay, this is the no longer Sharebility. It is maybe Ginger City Kindergarten. Okay. Then I can put there my phone, the details of the school, everything. So you feel free to edit this whole section the way you need. Maybe you can even get a graphic designer to design some header banner and just put there a well-designed header banner that you want for your school. So you can change all that, and once you are through with that, customizing the name of the school and the header, you can go ahead under the review tab, under mailings tab, you can switch. You can see other learners. If I click on this arrow, it is going to bring another learner. Put there the name of the learner to bring all this. You can be able to review through, but after that, you can also go ahead and now you run the report cards. To run them, you click on Edit Recipients List, and then it is going to you can select which learners you want to run. Maybe there are others who were missing, so you can deselect and only select those that you want to run the report cards for. And then after that, you can now still go under mailings, finish merge, and merge to new publication, so that it can make run all the report cards into a new file for each learner. Instead of you switching to learners, it will make several pages here in Publisher where you have all the report cards. You can still review them and see if they are fine. If they are okay, then you can go ahead and save as PDF. Saving as PDF will make it ready for printing. So I can say report cards top. You can process each class alone, so you can do this and run this and have this for top class, and then after that you can again go back to the other master file, and you put in the data sheet, and you put in data for another class, or you can re-extract again, and then you have another class. So you can have each class having its own data, but this report system which you customize can be the same. Yeah, so you can have it connected to different report systems. So you can see here, I have the report card is ready. It is having my information. So please, you can feel free to see how to design this in a better way, but the main thing is the automation is there, the formulas and the connectivity is already there, and the customization different schools can make different kind of report card with the same system. Report card is looking differently, everything is 100% adjustable. Yeah, so there's no reason why you should continue making report cards manually, especially if you have some good number of learners at your school. Yet we have software, Microsoft Office, which this software uses, is already there on your machines. All you need is just these programmed files that you can use to help you to generate the report cards. Okay, thank you very much. That's Roger Somokalele here from Sharebility Uganda Limited, and I want also to remind you that we have also for other, we have report card systems for also other classes. We have for primary, nursery, A-level, O-level, new curriculum, tertiary, all of them, they are basing on a similar principle, Excel and Publisher. Very simple to use. So in case you want any of the softwares, please just reach out to us, or you can call these numbers here, and we shall be ready to serve you. Thank you very much.